guys, so I'm editing my video to put up today, which is the video from yesterday, and I realized today is day 10 of my challenge. It's day 10 already? It means I'm done, except I'm not done. I'm going to keep going. I mean, okay, this is a crazy video. It's 1:46 p.m. and I haven't even had breakfast yet. I'm not even thinking about it. Well, I'm thinking about it now, but so what's great though is I feel like I've gotten into a good rhythm where like on the weekends I don't do as well, but during the week I do fine as long as I have a soup in my fridge. If I have a soup in my fridge, I've been doing really well lately where it's like I'll look in there and be like, and I make the soup so I really like them, right? Like I'll use the tahini lemon flavor or it'll be a tomato flavor soup, something like that. So I end up really liking it and I look in the fridge and I'm like, oh, that looks really good. My next step is to become really good with the Instant Pot, so I can have things cooking throughout the day, because I really like cooking in the morning, actually. I can have things cooking during the day, whoa, I just had this whole thought process happen. But yeah, have things cooking during the day so I can have something later on. But what I was thinking about just now, I wanted to mention, I was listening to a podcast from one of my friends, Laura Jane, the Nutritarian. She's got an amazing website if you're into raw food, like, you know, healthy, vegan, plant-based raw food. And she just did a podcast yesterday, which I think you guys will really love. I'm going to link to it down below. It's about tips for having an easier life in the kitchen. And she did it because she's making a cookbook. And so she's been making tons and tons of recipes over the last like year. And she came up with these specific things that she does that make her life so much easier. And so I was listening to it yesterday and she just had some really, really good tips. And the whole time I was thinking of you guys, like I have to tell them about this podcast. So make sure you listen to it because it's really cool. She's got some really good tips in it. And I actually follow a lot of things that she does in this video. And I was like, or this podcast. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. That's actually a lot of the things that I have found in my thing. And it's not the things you think she's gonna say. And that's what I love about her content is it's never what you think she's gonna say. Like she has a really cool way of looking at things and putting things. So check that podcast out down below and sign up for her email newsletter and stuff, whatever. She has really, really good content. And great recipes. All right, that's it. I'm actually gonna make something to eat now. I don't know what. I'll let you know. I tried to get this on film, but it jumped in my mouth too quickly. I couldn't get the phone. My hands were all sticky, and by the time you knew it, I was done eating it, and that's what I had. Okay, I'm going right into making some lunch right now. Let me show you what I'm making. I have a couple of mushrooms left over, so I'm going to eat these while I'm making other things. Oh, and I had some almonds while I had that too. And I'm making my soup again. I'm going to make it the same way I did yesterday. This is the last of the soup that I have, but there's so much here that I'm going to have mostly soup for lunch today. And a large, but, you know, smaller than Cheri normal size salad. Having a date for dessert. Having a sweets attack made this looks like a lot. I'm not going to eat the whole thing, but that's for sure. This is the batter for the chocolate brownie bites. Recipe down below, the link down there if you want it. I always add peanut butter and it makes it a billion times better. I'm going to have a little bit of this as a little snack. Hey guys, so our Nutritarian nugget for today comes from The End of Diabetes by Dr. Fuhrman, and it is on metabolism. So let me jump right in. This comes from page 143 of The End of Diabetes. If you're interested in this book, it's a really great book. There's a link for this book down below. You can check it out. Some people claim that more frequent eating speeds up the metabolic rate, and a faster metabolic rate facilitates weight loss. This is a myth. Eating more frequently or eating more calories will not change metabolism sufficiently to make up for the increase in calories. If eating less made you fat, then anorexic people would be heaviest. Of course, overweight people naturally have slow metabolic rates. That was a favorable genetic inheritance to enhance survival for most of human history when food was not as plentiful as it is today. A slow metabolism means a person can comfortably eat less and not get too thin. Actually, a slower metabolic rate means one is aging slower too. Therefore, if you're a naturally heavy person, you have been given a survival gift. A slower metabolic rate is only a bad thing in today's toxic food environment, not the food environment that has existed for most of human history. You can still have a long, healthy life free of diabetes and heart disease. It's just that you are designed efficiently and can handle lots of physical activity without needing too many calories. People on this diet style are actually amazed how satisfied they are with fewer calories. Since they're getting so many micronutrients, they feel great, have more energy, and definitely are not suffering the same hunger cravings often felt on more restrictive diets. You can eat abundantly from healthy foods and still not overeat calories. So, I love this. Needless to say, as somebody with a slow metabolism, not the slowest, but very slow, it's always been extremely hard for me to lose weight on those fad fasting kind of diets. Anytime I tried to do one of those, it was just a disaster. I was hungry, I was cranky, I was just always like, I need to eat more, right? So the point here is, don't take your slow metabolism as a bad thing. Take it as a gift. It actually means you're aging slower. It means if you get lost in the woods and you have no food, you'll be able to live for longer. Yeah! So anyways, that's our Nutritarian nugget for today. I really suggest you look more into this particular concept if you have a slow metabolism, because it's a really cool thing to know and understand that it's a good thing to actually have. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below and subscribe if you haven't already. That's really helpful for me. I really appreciate when y'all do that. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye!